Hi guys, Rob here and welcome to sunny Boracay. I've been here for the last couple of weeks and I just wanted to do an update on what's happening here. I wanted to show you how I got here, what documents I needed, and just a general feel of how tourism's going here. Let's go. So for documents to enter Boracay, firstly you'll have to go to touristboracay.com, and it's pretty straightforward. You have to fill it out 3 days before your departure, and you will need a hotel or resort booked before you enter Boracay. I had to upload my passport, my hotel booking, my travel booking getting to the island, and also a copy of my vaccination cards. Overall, it just took a few minutes. Once you filled it out, boom, you've got your QR pass. Make sure to take a screenshot, as the resorts will need a copy. Although in reality, some of them didn't actually ask for it, which is just typical. Also, some of the resorts will email you updated details of what's needed as requirements, as they're constantly changing. The Crimson Resort actually sent me this, which was really helpful. So right now I'm staying at the Crimson Resort. This is one of the top resorts here. I'll show you some of the scenes here, but I will do a review of this hotel in an upcoming video. So to get the tourists back here, a lot of these resorts have been having promos, probably once in a lifetime rates that you'll never see again. And tourists are coming back. It's quite busy, especially on White Beach. The Crimson Resort did tell me they were fully booked on the weekend. And talking to the hotels and resorts, the resorts are having pretty good numbers in the number of guests they're getting. And just looking around the island, you can see that there's lots of tourists here. Recent government figures show the number of tourists here have reached what it was before the pandemic, and that's primarily on the back of local tourists only. So it's pretty encouraging. International tourists only make up a small percentage of the guests at the moment. And it's clear to see that people just want to get out now after spending 2 years of basically being stuck at home. Welcome to the Dmall, probably the most iconic shopping strip here in Boracay. There's shops, there's souvenir shops, there's restaurants, there's cafes, you name it, they got it down this street, but at tourist prices. So most shops are open at the Dmall, and it seems pretty much running as normal back before COVID happened. While room rates have come down, food and souvenirs haven't. Anyhow, it's good to see businesses bustling along again. At night, the restaurants were quite busy and a lot of them had live music. You can sit back at one of the many cafes along the beach here, have a coffee, cake, and just people watch or enjoy the beautiful views of Boracay. I have to address this green beast behind me, the notorious Boracay algae. Talk to locals about this. I want to give you a positive spin. And look, I understand that it's a multi-million-dollar business here with tourism, and you don't want to say anything bad. So they've told me things like it makes the sand whiter, it turns into white sand, it makes the water bluer, so all this nonsense. Bottom line is it's caused by humans and then having the right conditions. Authorities say that it's not harmful and it doesn't last for very long. And look, there's lots of information online of people's opinions, so you can make up your own mind after reading that. And there are patches along the beach where it does get better, and some areas that are not so good. In here over 2 weeks now, and I have noticed that it's not quite as much as it was when I first arrived. So it is slowly disappearing. With Boracay, it's something you're going to have to live with if you come here. And depending on conditions, some seasons will be better or worse than others. I'm currently working on a video on accommodation in Boracay, so if that's something that'll interest you, please subscribe for that. Now if you are planning to visit the Philippines, I have done some other videos which are on screen now. I highly recommend watching those if you want some ideas on what to do and see. Until then, keep safe out there and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.